Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our series of webinars presented to you by Navigate Reconnect. Um, I was just giving you a few minutes to get everyone logged in, but we're going to go ahead and get started so we don't hold you all day. We present to you frequently asked questions of a reconnector hosted by the Navigate Reconnect West Region team. So before we dig in, we do want to give a brief introduction of your Navigate Reconnect West team and the navigators who are serving you in the West region. With that, I am Tony Reeves, the Regional Director for Navigate Reconnect West Tennessee.
And I am Deidre Houston, and I primarily service Shelby and Fayette counties.
Hi, I'm Shanda Wells, and my service counties are Chester, Decatur, Gibson, Hardeman, Hardin, Haywood, Henderson, Madison, and McNairy.
And Shirley Smith is actually not with us today, but she is also on our team of wonderful navigators. She primarily serves counties in the northwest part of the West Tennessee region. A few of those counties are Obion, Dyer, Lake, Lauderdale, and Tipton counties.
And I'm Miranda Miller, and I'm the Reentry Navigator for West Tennessee.
Great, thank you. So one thing we do want to mention, I know that we just mentioned Navigate Reconnect, just reconnecting for you. You may have a question like, who is Navigate Reconnect? Well, Navigate Reconnect, we are a regionally based component of Tennessee Reconnect, which focuses on offering adult students a single point of contact for college navigation and support services. We are composed of West Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, East Tennessee, and Northeast Tennessee. So these are your regions. You may also ask, what is a Reconnect Navigator? With the navigators and myself introducing ourselves. Navigators serve as guides, advocates, referral agents, cheerleaders, and help reconnectors solve problems and overcome challenges in their post-secondary journey. We are available from pre-enrollment through graduation. And that's just a picture of all the navigators across all of the regions. So now that you are considering school with Reconnect, you may have questions like, what is Reconnect? What are the requirements? How do I apply? This webinar will present frequently asked questions that you, the Reconnector, may have when it comes to Tennessee Reconnect and its initiative. With this tool, we wanted something that will cover a broad range of scenarios that address student needs or questions in hopes of providing the best answers to serve as your personal guide for success with Reconnect. I also want to add, if you do have additional questions throughout the presentation, just please post them in the participant or the chat box, and we'll try to answer them when we're finished. With that, let's get started. So Miranda, I'd definitely like to ask you, what is Tennessee Reconnect?
Tennessee Reconnect is one initiative of the Drive to 55, which is focused on supporting adults as they enter post-secondary education and complete a post-secondary credential so that they may gain new skills, advance in the workplace, or fulfill a lifelong dream of completing a degree or credential.
Thanks, Miranda. So there are several components of Tennessee Reconnect, but we do want to know, can you tell us the requirements to be eligible for the Reconnect grant?
Sure. To be eligible for the Tennessee Reconnect grant, you must qualify as an independent student on your FAFSA. You must continue your enrollment with no stop-out periods. You must complete the FAFSA annually. You must be enrolled at least as a part-time student at a community college. You must be a U.S. citizen or an eligible non-citizen. You must be a resident of Tennessee for at least 1 year prior to enrollment, and you must not be incarcerated.
Great, thanks, Miranda. We'll definitely be hearing from you later on throughout the presentation. I know a lot of this information may sound repetitive, but we do want you to be successful while you're doing this. So let me ask you, Shanda, let's start with this question. What is a stop-out period?
Okay, good question. So a stop-out period is when you attend school for a semester, and then you decide you do not want to attend the following semester. Having a stop-out period will make you ineligible for Reconnect. So summer terms are the only optional terms for Reconnectors. Reconnectors must attend every fall and spring term for a minimum of 6 hours until they complete their degree to remain eligible for Reconnect. And sometimes you'll hear this called continuous enrollment. If you are stopping out for medical reasons, please contact your navigator and your financial aid office immediately to learn more about these options.
Great, Shanda. So I heard you just say this, but could you tell me how many credit hours as a part-time student are required to remain eligible for Tennessee Reconnect once I begin?
Sure. So once you're accepted and enrolled at your Reconnect eligible institution, you're required to take a minimum of 6 credit hours per semester, and this usually equates to about 2 classes, or go full-time at a TCAT. You also must maintain a GPA of 2.0 at the end of your current term. So current term and cumulative/overall GPA are not the same.
Great. So let me ask you, does Tennessee Reconnect cover all of my costs and expenses? You know, I may need books, laptops, so does it cover tuition fees, supplies, things like that?
Okay, good question. So Tennessee Reconnect only covers tuition and mandatory fees. Students who take online courses will be responsible for online fees. So online fees are not considered mandatory fees. Online fees and online tuition are not the same. So online tuition is covered, and you can discuss this with the financial aid department at your institution, but online fees are not covered by Reconnect. Students are also responsible for the cost of their books and supplies. Some institutions may offer additional assistance for textbooks and supplies, but just know that these are not funded by the Tennessee Reconnect grant. They are institution specific. There may also be programs that are available to alleviate some of the additional costs for books and fees. They're a student's responsibility, and this is something that you can definitely check with your navigator on.
So I heard you say mandatory fees. So can you explain what mandatory fees are, what they may look like?
Absolutely. So mandatory fees vary from institution to institution. They're defined as the charges assessed by an institution to each and every student for each term. So they support things such as instructional support, technology fees, student activity fees, athletic fees, and so on.
Okay, thank you, Shanda. So give me an example of mandatory fees. So can you give me an example of what may not be mandatory fees?
Yes, so fees that are not mandatory are the student's responsibility, and some of these could include allied health fees, nursing fees, access code fees, ROGP, or online fees. And I'll stress that these fees do vary from institution to institution.
Thank you, Shanda. So let's say I previously attended college when I was a little younger. Do I need transcripts from my previous institution?
Yes, you must always have all previous transcripts sent to your eligible institution. That's very important to do and get those ready early.
So let's say when I was attending, had some issues, but my institution will not release my transcripts because I owe them money. Can I still use Tennessee Reconnect?
Well, most institutions are going to require your previous official transcripts before they proceed with your enrollment. So this is something you can contact your previous institution and discuss what their process is about paying your balance off.
Awesome. So does Tennessee Reconnect provide scholarship dollars towards a bachelor's degree?
No, they don't. Reconnect does not apply to bachelor level degrees or higher.
So what if I currently have a college degree? Can I still be eligible and use Tennessee Reconnect?
So no, you cannot have a previous associate or a bachelor's degree from any institution. But there's good news. There is an exception to that with our Tennessee College of Applied Technology, or sometimes called TCAT. You can ask your navigator in your region about that.
So what if I'm attending an institution but I'm not eligible for the Tennessee Reconnect grant? Are you guys, as the Navigate Reconnect community, able to help me?
Oh, yes, absolutely. As Navigate Reconnect, our goal is to make sure you're receiving the best support as an adult learner on your journey to educational success. We can help you, and our services are free.
Awesome. Thanks, Shanda. So let's say I have student loans and they're in default. Can I still use Tennessee Reconnect?
No. So if you have previous student loans and they are in default, you will not be eligible for Reconnect until your student loans are in economic deferment or forbearance, otherwise good standing. There is information available, though, that can help assist with getting your loans out of default and into deferment or forbearance, and this is a great question to check with your navigator on. Speaking of navigators, maybe we could hear from Ms. Deidre Houston.
Awesome. Thank you, Shanda.
You're welcome.
So, Deidre, let me ask you, do I have to complete my associate's degree in 2 years?
No, you do not have to complete your associate's degree in 2 years. Eligible students have up to 5 years to complete their selected program. But if you graduate within the 5 years of your Reconnect start date, then you will graduate out of the program.
So this is a good question. Do I have to apply for Tennessee Reconnect every semester?
No, you won't apply to the Tennessee Reconnect grant every semester, but you will apply every academic calendar year, just like you do for your FAFSA.
So can you tell me how will I know if I'm eligible for the actual Tennessee Reconnect grant?
Well, once you have completed your Tennessee Reconnect grant application, you can log into your student portal and check your eligibility status. But since the college verifies and determines your eligibility, we do recommend that you also contact your school's financial aid office to confirm your status.
Awesome. So this is a good one as well, Deidre. So can you explain, what if I'm receiving full Pell Grant? Will I still receive Tennessee Reconnect on top of me receiving full Pell Grant?
Well, yes and no. So Reconnect covers a maximum estimated amount of $4,400 each academic year for 2 semesters, fall and spring. So if you receive full Pell Grant or any Pell Grant over the estimated amount, then Tennessee Reconnect may not be needed. So check with your institution.
So let's say I didn't receive full Pell Grant, but I did receive some sort of Pell. Will I still receive Tennessee Reconnect if I'm eligible?
Yes. Tennessee Reconnect is a last dollar scholarship that will pay the remaining balance after Pell and other state dollars have been awarded. But please note that 4-year Reconnect eligible institutions are slightly different and they would need to be reviewed separately.
Awesome. Thanks, Deidre. So I know you mentioned earlier, or Shanda mentioned earlier, about summer classes being optional. So let's say I attended in the fall and the spring and I wanted to go for the summer. Am I able to attend for the summer?
Absolutely. Just make sure that you enroll for the minimum of 6 hours and maintain your required Reconnect GPA.
So this question is packed full of information, but I did want to make sure that we bring this to the forefront. So can you answer, let's say I'm failing a class and it's affecting my GPA. Woo. Should I withdraw from that class?
Well, generally we would say no, but we definitely want to address this on a case-by-case basis. So first, we would definitely suggest that you contact your institution or your academic advisor, and you also reach out to a Reconnect navigator prior to withdrawing from any class to get that case-by-case advising, because your case will be specific to you. Because if you're failing a class in the fall semester, we may suggest that you continue, regroup, take the class again in the spring semester, and bring that GPA up. If you're failing the class in the spring semester, we may suggest that you try to take that class again in the summer to bring your GPA up. But again, that's going to be on a case-by-case basis that your institution, your academic advisor, and your Reconnect navigator will be able to help you with on an individual basis. Because your final Tennessee Reconnect GPA is going to be calculated using your fall, spring, and summer grades to measure your required minimum 2.0 GPA needed to remain eligible for Reconnect.
Thanks, Deidre. That was a lot, but I appreciate that. So I think these are my final two questions for you all. So what institution can I use the Reconnect grant, Deidre?
Okay, we do have a list of eligible Reconnect institutions on our website. I'm going to pause for a minute and let you take a screenshot of our link below. But generally, the scholarship is accepted at all community colleges and Tennessee colleges of applied technology across the state. And we do also have some four-year institutions that they are accepted at also.
So I know all of the information before, you guys introduced Navigate Reconnect, you introduced Navigator in your region. So tell me, how do I get started successfully with Reconnect, with a Reconnect Navigator?
Well, first you would just need to go to our website, which is tnreconnect.gov, and then click on Talk to a Navigator, and know that we are excited about working with you and helping you reach your goals. So we are waiting for you to contact us. Once you click on Talk to a Navigator, one of us will be in contact with you.
All right. Thank you, Deidre. And I do want to take this moment, and thank you again, Shanda. Thank you, Deidre. I do want to take this moment to spotlight our reentry navigator, Miranda. So, Miranda, this is a great question for you. What is a reentry navigator?
Okay, a reentry navigator provides the same service as a Tennessee Reconnect navigator with a focus on serving justice-involved individuals. We assist them with identifying and overcoming barriers such as college admission while supporting them through to post-secondary degree or credential. Our job is basically to work with them to help them to meet that post-secondary goal, because there are times when they're not sure where to start, how to start, and we're there to help them with those decisions.
Awesome. Thank you, Miranda. And I think this concludes our questions and our FAQs, I'm sorry. So right now, if we do have any additional questions, we'll definitely open the floor to answer those. All right, I don't think we have any questions in our chat box. We do thank you all for tuning in with us, the West Region, Navigate Reconnect West Region team. I do want to make sure that I spotlight that we are navigating in your region, west, middle, northeast, and east. On the screen, you can see my name, Tony Reed, with my email, as well as Dwight Fox, who is the Middle Tennessee Director, as well as Terry Conduct. She is the Northeast Director, and Tina Bishop, who is our East Director for Navigate Reconnect. If you do have any additional questions or concerns, you can definitely email us. You can actually go on our website as well at www.tnreconnect.gov, and there is also a spot on there where you can ask Reconnect questions, and we'll be happy to serve you, answer any of those for you. Again, thanks to my team for joining, and that is the end. Thank you.